A few weeks ago, I did a video looking for a kid on one of the Star Wars Kenner boxes, and we found one, and we're going to talk to him. Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with an exciting video. I asked, help me find some of the kids on the old Kenner Star Wars toy boxes, and guess what? We found one. And not only did we find one, we found the best one of them all. The kid right here. And no, I'm not talking about this kid that you can't hardly see. I'm talking about a kid that got the money shot of the box. This kid right here, his name is Chris, and he's no longer this turtleneck wearing kid. No, he's now, and like many of us, a grown man and has responsibilities, jobs, and probably bills to pay. But he at one time was a little kid. That was his shirt. That was actually his shirt. He didn't get that from some model agency. Nope, that was his shirt. He had the turtle. I wish he still had it. I think probably go for a lot of money on eBay if he still had it. But we're going to talk to Chris, find out what he's up to now, find out about how he got involved with this, how he ended up on the box. Don't you want to know how he ended up on this box? Did he get to take any of the toys home? I know a lot of you want to know that. And was it fun to play with this? Did he have a lot of fun playing with it and they just took his picture? We'll find out. Here's our interview with the Death Star kid, Chris. Believe it or not, we've got, this is shocking. We have this kid in the yellow shirt, right?
Yeah, the yellow shirt.
The good kid. You can't even hardly see the other kids. So.
Right.
But we found it.
One.
Yeah. You still have the turtleneck?
No, I don't. Those were so out of style.
Oh, yes. Too bad you don't have that same haircut. I was hoping you would look just like this, but older.
No, I'm kind of glad I don't, actually.
And a little cartoon of you right there.
Which I think is awesome. I mean, the cartoon's actually better looking than me.
It does look a little different now that I see it. But yeah. But that's your Chris. We found him. I know I put a video up looking for some of these kids. This is the one I wanted the most, just to find the Death Star, because everybody loved the Death Star.
Yeah.
So it was great to see that we found each other and proved it as best we could. I believe you. I actually found a post from Facebook you did in 2015 saying you were the guy. And I was like, this has to be the longest con in the world for nothing. But I think you still got kind of the smile. So
yeah, that's what people
say.
It
a little. I see it a little bit in you. So
yeah.
So we'll just get started. Well, how old were you in this picture here?
I was 8 years old.
8. And this had to be 77, right when the movie came out?
It was right after Star Wars came out.
So it was pretty hyped up. I mean, it was big deal.
Yeah, so Star Wars was like the first movie I'd seen by myself. I mean, different times. My dad dropped me and a friend off at a movie theater, and then we went in to go see this, and it just, I was like, oh my God. And it blew my mind. And then, like the next year, what I was telling you about, my friend's mom who worked at the modeling agency came into my second grade class with a list of permission slips for parents to sign, and took Polaroid pictures of each one of us boys. And then a few weeks later, they're like, "Hey, they want you to come model for a toy." And I had really no idea what I was modeling for. I knew it was Star Wars, but I didn't know what it was. And then we walked in, drove down to Cincinnati, which was wild, and had my first White Castles, which was also pretty. It was a big day for me.
I bet so.
Yeah. And then we walk into this warehouse that was empty, and I was like, what's going on? And then we get to the back, and there's this backdrop set up and this amazing toy sitting there. I'm like, yes. And then found out it was all glued together.
Oh, so everything on here is glued. The people and everything's glued.
Everything. You couldn't move a single thing.
Oh, so you're not really playing with it?
No. Matter of fact, I guess for the first several pictures, I was just like, this is stupid.
Yeah, it's probably hard to look like you're having fun when you're just it's all glued on there.
Yeah, I mean, the picture that they ended up using, I remember the photographer was like, just think of all the money you're making. And and I was like, yeah, because it was $20 an hour. And
an hour,
45 years ago, right? And
yeah.
For an 8-year-old, that was I mean, hell, for a lot of people now, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, especially, you get to see, because this was, you got to see it before it was in stores.
Yes.
So none of the Star Wars stuff was even there yet. So you got to be the envy. Did you brag at school about it when you got back?
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm hot shit. Yeah,
that's why I couldn't believe we couldn't find the people on the box. Because I said they got to be bragging about it. I mean, Star Wars is still popular. I'm sure they're out there telling people all the time.
Oh man, I've got the picture saved on my phone, and anytime I run into a Star Wars fan and they start throwing stuff down, I'm like, wait, I got something for you. I'm like, oh my God, that's awesome.
So I guess you wasn't as missing as we thought you were. We're like, what? We thought the CIA done got all these kids or something. We were like, what happened to all these kids?
Yeah, no, that's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah. So was it at the Kenner warehouse? Do you know where it was?
Yeah, it probably was. I mean, it was in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I mean, again, 8 years old. I really don't know or remember. I know it was in Cincinnati. It was an hour drive down, and it was a blur of a day. And then, try to remember 45 years later.
Yeah, I'm sure. Was the Death Star the only one you took pictures with?
That day, that was it. We were there for about 2 or 3 hours and gone. They did bring me back one other time to model for C-3PO walkie-talkies that never came out.
Yeah, they never got released. I did a video on them. They were missing because the prototypes hadn't even been found. So, are you the kid? There were some pictures. Are you that kid?
I don't know. I've never seen the
I'll have to see you those pictures.
Okay. Yeah, I was told I was going to be the one on it, but they never came out, so I never got to see it.
Okay. Yeah, there's some promotional pictures that they released, like in the catalog.
Yeah.
But they never made the toy, so I'm curious now.
I wanted that toy. I mean, I C-3PO.
Yeah, it looked cool. I'm surprised they were bringing out everything Star Wars. I can't believe they didn't bring
I don't know why they didn't. It's weird. But like the other kid in the picture, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. So he didn't go to your.
No,
you didn't know him or nothing.
I met him there for the first time. Never spoke to him again afterwards. So I don't know his name or anything. But I would love for him to come forward because I want to redo that shoot.
Yes, that's what we're saying. I'm going to help find this kid, and we're going to redo this photo. We have to make it happen. Do you have this box?
I do, but yours is nicer than mine. I have a 95% complete toy and the box.
Now, what everybody want to know, did you get free toys? That's what everybody wanted to know. No free toys, just money.
Yeah, just money. They didn't give you anything, just money.
Anything with your face on it should be free. You should be able to get it free.
Or a royalty.
Yeah. Well, they re-released one of the Star Wars board games from 77, and they used different kids on the back. I could tell they were trying to go for that old look. They probably didn't want to track y'all down and repay you. So it was just kind of, you were there and just stood there and they just took your picture.
I mean,
had to look like you look kind of bored now that I look at it.
Yeah, right. There's really nothing more glamorous than, I'm standing in this empty warehouse. You've got a couple people there, lights, and they're like, look like you're having fun. Oh, okay. And and then they had me with the turret, and then we're down there playing, and then they switched it up, and there was, I think, one other boy, maybe two other boys there that they did different setups of like here, and then that's the one that they end up choosing.
Okay. Did you know before it got released or anything that you were gonna be the boy on the box?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So they
did let me know that, which was super exciting. And I remember when Christmas came out, and that I went to Kmart at like probably 9, 8 years old, and there was just the Kenner's Death Star box everywhere. I'm like, oh my God, look at it! And I'm standing there hoping somebody would be like,
yeah,
hey, you're that kid. But no, that never happened.
Buying it with the box right by your face. I hope somebody. And I know you probably don't have anything saved for that time, but I mean, even I know people that work for Kenner and got business cards that sell for $300-400.
Oh wow!
So you should have saved. I'm sure there was some paperwork your parents probably got back then. That's like probably could have made you some money today.
Probably, but I'm sure she pitched it.
That's why all this stuff's worth something, because everybody. I mean, my mom threw away all my toys too, so
right.
I had to go back and get them. So what did you do with the $20? Well, $20 a day. You said you're there about 2 hours.
No, it was $20 an hour. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's $20 an hour. My mom insisted that I open a banking account, because that's smart. But she did let me buy I think she gave me $1 limit, but you can buy whatever you want with your money. And I was like, well, that's gracious of you. But I ended up getting a cassette tape recorder, state of the art. I remember going to Radio Shack, and I was very serious about which one I wanted and listened to them and picked it out. Yeah, I bought a cassette recorder for it. And then I was, recording songs off the radio. That's how freaking old I am.
Well, I mean, 77 to get a tape player, that was pretty high tech.
Yeah. Oh, it was.
Did you go back to school bragging to everybody that you got to see the Star Wars toys and you were on the box?
I did, and they got tired of it.
They didn't care?
No, they were jealous and didn't care or whatever. I mean, I've gotten more excitement about it in the last 3 or 4 years than I ever did. But even like 20 years ago, I was living in Albuquerque at the time. I was at a flea market, and one of the boxes was at the flea market. I'm standing there staring at it, and the guy's like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "No, I'm just looking at myself." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "That's me on that box." And he's like, "No, it's not." And I'm like, "Yes, it is." And he's, "No, it's not." And then he held the box up next to me, and I smiled. He's like, "Holy shit, that is you. Wow." I'm like, "Yeah, awesome, cool." And then about 15 minutes later, he huffing and puffing found me in the flea market. He's like, "Glad you didn't leave. Could you come sign the box?" I'm like, "Okay, I think it's going to ruin the value, but there's some box out there with my signature
or your name on it."
Yeah, or there was a box out there.
Well, that's why I was telling you earlier before we started the stream that you probably could go to one of these Star Wars conventions and probably have a little table and probably.
That's so funny.
Sign the picture.
Would have never thought of that.
Yeah, I mean, you might not get $500 of autograph, but you probably get your make another $20 every time you sign one. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Especially if you had like an 8x10 of that, I'm sure there were people that would line up. I mean, I've seen them line up for people that just barely work at Kenner.
That's so funny.
So if you ever just get bored and say, "Hey, let me hop on down to the convention and make some money." So you didn't get a big head at school. You didn't go around for.
Oh no, my head's huge.
Oh, okay. But you wasn't like, "Hey, it didn't help you score with any other."
No, it didn't. I mean, I wanted to start a modeling career after that. I was like, "Mom, I want to do this," and she half-assed put together, a portfolio booklet with like some really bad school photos and a Polaroid, and she was not near as into. Even at 8 or 9 years old, I was like, "This is kind of bullshit."
Right.
Yeah, but she humored me and sent it off to a few places, and nothing ever happened. But I was like, "This is great. Just have people take pictures of you, and they pay you. I can do that.
Just stand there in front of a toy, and I get paid for it."
Yeah, but if that happened, I'd have probably possibility, gotten famous and then gotten into drugs and been done. So
yeah. So what do you do now?
I own and operate a real estate company here in the Harrisburg area with my wife. It's the Chris Timmons team, and got like 11 agents, and just kicking ass at that. I was in contracting for about 20 years till I had an accident, and then got out of that and got into real estate. And I should have done that years and years and years ago.
Yeah. So if anybody needs you do houses and everything.
Yeah, houses, investment properties, even do some commercial. So anybody in the Harrisburg area, look me up.
You have a website? I'll let you.
Yeah, we've got a site, PAHomefinders.com, and the phone number is 717-400-1111, because we're the ones for you. And if you just Google Chris Timmons, we'll come up. We've got like 343 5-star Google reviews.
Well, you really just gave it out. People's going to be emailing you now. People's going to be asking you for your autograph now.
You know what? $3 a pop, I'll do it.
Well, I bet you didn't even know you were missing.
No, I didn't.
People were asking about you.
Yeah, no, I did not know that. Yeah, so a friend of mine, I mean, this all happened really fast, but a friend of mine on Facebook DM'd me. He said, this guy named the Junkman looking for the lost kids, and he sent me a link to your video. So I pulled that up and watched it. I was like, this is exciting. And then I did this is me, and you're like, prove it. I'm like, how am I going to prove that?
Well, I got a lot of comments where people were like, Yeah, it's me. I could tell they were just messing with me. So I saw yours, but luckily that guy that you talked to told me first. So I kind of recognized your name from that. So I was like, well,
Okay.
send me an email. Because I got a lot of guys, it's the same comment people I know. So they're like, oh, that was me or that was my cousin. I was like, okay, I can't weed through all this. So
Yeah,
I
I
know
believe
it's,
that.
I was
Also, I
hoping
went
you
into this
had it.
very detailed story. I'm like, I'm either a really good bullshitter or this is the
Yeah.
truth.
And then when
Yeah.
I saw in 2015, you were bragging that you were the kid. So, so I knew then, I said, okay, he can't be lying for that many years.
Unless
Unless,
I've got no life.
yeah, you're really obsessed with this kid on some toy box from 40 years ago.
Right.
But
No, but yeah, I've been pretty much obsessed with Star Wars forever.
oh, okay. So you didn't. Okay. So did you buy the toys and everything when you were
Oh
a
my
kid?
God,
Like
yeah.
everybody did back then.
Phone,
So
phone charger. I had a
no,
real,
so you still okay?
oh my God, yeah, I've got pictures, paint posters up through my office, even out there, and I've got some. There's this one artist that I guess he gets like thrift store paintings, and then he paints.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. So yeah, I'm really easy to shop for at Christmas because everybody just knows to get me Star Wars.
That's I'm same way.
Yeah,
Oh,
see
that's
that?
pretty neat. I've never seen that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I've got another one like that, and it's just I have felt like a part of Star Wars, and it's been a part of me like forever. And I guarantee you, it has helped shape my personality.
Yeah. Oh, that's same here. I mean, look what I do with my spare time.
Right.
So, but so if we can find this kid, you'll do the box, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we got to get that
I,
Death Star.
yeah, 100%. Like I said, I know I've got a 95% complete box.
Oh, you
Kit.
got one. Okay.
Yeah, my
Right.
guess is he probably does too. I don't know, but don't know who he
Yeah.
is. But if you're out there, dude, I would love to do the shoot again with you.
Yeah, it would be very fun to see. And maybe we can find you 8x10s for you to sign because I'm sure. But I was wondering, I was just like to know what happened to the other photographs they took, but I guess they just never. I was hoping that's what you were telling me. You had some of the unused photographs, but
no,
they probably got trashed with a lot of that stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm curious now about the 3PO to go back and look at the 3PO and see it.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too because, like I said, I've never even seen that. So, except for when I was holding him in my hand.
Oh, so you actually held it?
Yeah, I held it.
You probably are the kid because there's a kid holding it in the photo. So.
Yeah, I actually held it and was like, pretending to talk on it, and I thought that was, they're about that big and gold.
In fact, now did this your turtleneck? Was this your shirt?
Yeah. My mom went out and bought it special for that shoot.
Okay, I don't think this is you. Well, there's two kids.
That is definitely not me.
No, and there's another kid back. I don't think that's you either. Is that?
No.
No, so they no, that is a real ugly kid. I hate to be mean, but they found two other kids with turtlenecks. I don't know why everybody. I guess it was the 70s.
So. It was the 70s, yeah.
Okay, but you can say you held it because like I did a video on that because a lot of the prototypes have been found. A lot of the Kenner people kept the prototypes, and that's one that's never turned up. No one knows what happened to it. So we do know at least somebody that touched it.
Me.
Yeah, so you had it. Too bad you didn't tell me you had that, or you could have solved two mysteries with one.
Well,
video.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Okay. Well, I guess that's about it. I mean, can't really think of. Like I said, it was 40 years ago, so I'm sure you don't remember every little second of it. I'm sure it was an exciting time for you.
It was an amazing experience that I will never forget, and it's brought me joy my whole life.
Yeah, well, it's good that you reached out, and I'm glad that we found you too. So I was like, I'm glad that you're missing now.
I personally think Disney should put me in as an extra or something in one of their movies. So if anybody from Disney's looking, I'd love to be in the background in a movie.
Or if they ever redo this toy, they're bringing back a lot of the old toys back out now. They need to have you in find the kid and redo the box.
That'd be fun.
Give you another $20 an hour.
Yeah.
Have you come in? Maybe they can up that pay a little bit. Disney's got a little bit more money, so maybe they can up that for you. Anything else you want to add to the story, or is that?
No, I think that's pretty much it. I could make some stuff up if you'd like, but
no, I get enough of that from people.
Yeah.
But okay, well, thank you for the time to come on here, and I'll be in touch with you if we find the other kids. He's got to be out there. Hopefully, he's still out there. Hopefully, nothing bad has happened to him or some of the other kids, and hopefully, this will push the video out more. And somebody will know that kid. Somebody's got to know.
I would hope so. If he's, I mean, I'm hoping he's still alive so we can find him. So that'd be great because a lot can happen in 45 years.
But you were about an hour away from
Ohio. Well, I was in I was growing up in Beaver Creek, Ohio, near Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. So that's about 45 minutes north of Cincinnati.
Okay, so they had a pretty big. Yeah, they wasn't just looking somebody in the hometown, which is But you had no model experience, not to get back into the story. I had no
modeling experience. How many 8-year-old boy models are there, right?
And I mean, if they pick some kid out of the Sears catalog, he'd probably demand $100 an hour. So they get you, don't know what they're asking for.
Yeah.
If they get 20, yes.
Yeah, like I said, my friend's mom worked for the agency, and they just essentially said, "Go." My friend was 8 years old, so I guess they probably knew her son was 8, and she's like, "Go get us some 8-year-old boys." So
yeah,
that sounds wrong nowadays, but it worked.
Man. Okay, well, it's interesting. I was interested it was glued together. I was like, I should have known that, but that's pretty.
Everybody asked me, like, did you get to keep it? Did you get to keep the figures? I was like, no, and the damn thing was glued together. It was fun.
Yeah, that's the first thing people ask me is, do you think the kids kept the toys? I was like, probably not, but it would have been nice if they
would have been. I mean, they could have given me like just a figure or something. That'd have been awesome.
For your time, but they probably threw it away too after you used it. I mean, it's glued. Probably. They couldn't do much with it, so probably it's trash.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for reaching out. Thank you for coming on, talking to everybody here.
Yeah.
And maybe if some people's got some follow-up questions, maybe we can do like a live Q&A soon. Maybe that might be fun. I don't know how much more you can add to it.
I don't know, but yeah, if you want, I'm here.
But we'll get you to a convention. We're going to get you to a convention.
Okay.
When we find the other kid, I want you both sitting at a table.
See, that would be pretty. That would probably be a draw, right?
Yeah. Both of them sitting at a table and get you some pictures of it, the sign or something. So,
well, I do hope you find some of the other missing kids, and maybe we could have a reunion. That'd be fun.
That would be a lot of fun. Well, I want to thank you for coming on.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye. Whew, that was exciting, wasn't it? I can't believe we found one of the kids. Now let's find this kid. Help us. He was probably in the Ohio area around 1977. We need to find this kid, and then we need to get them together and recreate this box. We'll find a way. We'll recreate this box, and who knows? Maybe we can get them both at a table at the next Star Wars celebration, or maybe some other convention. Maybe we want to start them a little low. They might be overwhelmed with the Star Wars celebration. That line would be stretched around the building. So it'll be a lot of fun. Wouldn't you love to get their autograph? 8x10 photo of this and have both kids sign it? I think it'd be pretty awesome. I'll be honest with you. I will get them to sign this box. We found one of the kids, but there's still more kids out there we have to find. There's a kid on the Cantina box. There's a kid on the Millennium Falcon box. There's a kid on the Land of the Jaw playset box. There's even a kid from the UK on a Falcon box, and a bunch of other kids. I did a whole video. I'll link it to one of these squares here at the end of this video if you didn't see the original video. But we found him. That's him right there. Exciting. It's kind of neat that they were all kind of glued on. I wonder what happened to this when they probably threw it away. But it's kind of, I should have known looking at it, it's glued on, but look at that. I think that's a telescoping Luke Skywalker. Double telescoping, I should say. Thing's worth a lot of money, thousands of dollars now. If he only knew that then, he could have snuck down in his pocket if he could have got the glue off. Hopefully they didn't use super glue or something. But we found him. There he is right there. And if you didn't see him, there he is in cartoon form. He says he thinks he looks better as a cartoon. Well, I'll let you decide that. But there we go. We found Chris. Now we got a couple more to find, and the main one is this kid right here. It's going to be hard. His face is kind of covered, but he's having a lot more fun. And to be honest, Chris, thank you for doing the interview, but this kid looks like he might be having a little bit more fun. I think he's playing it up a little bit more. He maybe became a model or something. You look like you're having fun. You look kind of bored, though. This is probably not the first photo. I'm thinking this is probably like the 20th photo, and you're like, oh, let's get on with it. But this kid, he's the better actor. He looks like he's having fun. Maybe it's because he gets to, like, all you get to do is look at the stormtrooper sitting in a chair, and he gets to see the main hero, so maybe that's why. I don't know. But anyway, that's the Death Star box. It's good to know that Chris has got one. That's kind of an interesting story right there. And it seems he wasn't missing. It seems he was out there bragging to everybody. Every time he saw a Star Wars fan or somebody online, he'd tell them, hey, I'm the kid from the box. It's surprising that no one in this community that I ever talked to knew who this kid was. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what happened to him. I think he just worked for Kenner. I mean, I think their parents worked for Kenner. That was usually what we were told. But that's Chris. I want to thank Chris for the interview. I'll put a link to his website and everything down there. No, don't bug him for his autograph. I mean, you can ask him. He might send it, but that's up to you. But let's not blow up his email account. But come on. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. Big thank to Chris for coming and joining us here. And let's find those other kids. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up on my content. Subscribe to the channel. We'll talk again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.